Okay, here we go. Notes on 6, parallel and perpendicular lines. On the graph below, accurately draw a pair of parallel lines. So you can either follow what I do or turn it off and make your own set of parallel lines. So here's my one line. Oh, wait. I think I will erase that and do a better job of drawing that line. So let's just do this. See if I can make this better. Okay, so there's my one line. Then I will go and change my color. And I'll make another. Oops. I wanted to draw that line. So let's write an equation for our two lines. I'll do the blue line. That equation is, I'm going to do this equation, is y equals 2x. And then the red dot equation, that equation is y equals 2x. And where did that start? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 5. So there are the two equations. And what do you notice about the two equations? Two lines are going to be parallel if they have the same slope and different y-intercepts. The y-intercepts have to be different because if they weren't different, there would only be one line. So are these graphs y equals 2x plus 3 and y equals 1/2 x plus 4 parallel? And hopefully you'll say no, because they don't have the same slope. So there we go. All right, so here's another example. Let me move this over. Oops. Write an equation of a line that contains the point -3, 4 and is parallel to y equals 1/2 x minus 6. Well, we have a point, and we know the slopes have to be the same, so there's my slope. I'm going to use the point slope formula. Y minus 4 equals 1/2 times a quantity x minus a -3. But we know that y minus 4 equals 1/2. This would be x plus 3. I'm going to write it in slope-intercept form. So this would be 1/2 x plus 3/2. I'm going to add 4 to both sides. So y will equal 1/2 x plus, I'm going to make it 11/2. Or that's going to be 11/2, which is the same thing as 5.5. All right, there you go. Now they want us to graph this equation, y equals 1/3 x plus 2, and the other equation, y equals -3x minus 1 on the same coordinate graph, and determine what angle do these lines meet at. So we're going to start with the first one. 2 is my y-intercept, and my slope is 1/3, so I'm going to go up 1, 1, 2, over 3, or down 1, and to the left 3. Draw my line. Then let's do the next one. Oops. And that starts at -1 and has a slope of -3. So up 1, 2, 3 over 1, up 1, 2, 3 over 1, or down 1, 2, 3 over 1. Connect the points. So what does this angle look like? And I'm going to argue that it is a 90-degree angle. Okay, so let's do the other one. This should be y equals 2/3 x and y equals -3/2 x plus 1. And determine what angle those two lines intersect. The intersection of the two lines, what angle do they make, basically? So this has a y-intercept of 0, up 2 over 3, or I can go down 2 over 3, make my line. That's not great. Can I move it? Yeah, we're going to delete that one. I did not want to delete that, so let's do an edit undo and see what happens. There we go. All right, rookie Diane, here we are again. I'm just going to keep that line as it is, and it might be a little off, but I think you guys will get the point. So now I'm going to do this one where it meets at, the y-intercept is 1, and has a slope of -3/2. So up 1, 2, 3 over 2, or down 1, 2, 3 over 2. Now granted, this is not going to be as good as the last one. All right. But once again, the point, the angle where these two lines intersect, the angle they form is a 90-degree angle. So let's go back and look at the slopes of two lines that happen to form a 90-degree angle. So this slope was 2/3, and the slope of my second line was -3/2. And on the previous problem, if I go back a page, it was 1/3 and -3. So do this, go back and save, come on, save. Not sure, I think this is still going to be red, but the other one was -3 and +1/3. So what do you know about these two slopes, 2/3 and -3/2, and the slope of, oh my goodness, it's not letting me save. So -3 and 1, slope of -3 and the slope of 1/3. So if two lines are perpendicular, their slopes are going to be opposite reciprocals. And another word for reciprocal is multiplicative inverse. Another way people determine if two lines meet to form a 90-degree angle, or if two lines are perpendicular, if you multiply their slopes together, you're going to get a -1, because 2/3 times -3/2 gives me -6/6, which is -1. And if I were to multiply -3 times 1/3, once again, -1. So we're going to go to the next page. So now let's write an equation of a line that contains the point 4, 7 and is perpendicular to y equals 2x plus 5. Well, the perpendicular line will have a slope of the opposite reciprocal of 2. So that opposite reciprocal is -1/2. So once again, I have my point, I have my slope. A great formula used is point slope. Y minus 7 equals 1/2, or -1/2, excuse me, times the quantity x minus 4. So I simplify this, y minus 7 equals -1/2 x plus 2. Oh, that just changed in the middle there. Interesting. So the final equation is y in slope-intercept form. Y equals -1/2 x plus 9. All right, that's it. So remember, parallel lines have the same slope, different y-intercepts, and perpendicular lines have slopes that are opposite reciprocals of each other. Have a good night.